It's a pleasure to follow the Noble Lord Watson, and having attached my name to all of the amendments in this group that include extending staying put support for young people up to the age of 25. I think the Noble Lord's already made the case very well, so I won't repeat all of the stats and the recommendations that we had from the McAllister report, etc. But I think it is worth reflecting on the fact of how hard it is today for young people to be independent at the age of 21. The Office of National Statistics report last year showed across our society the average age that a child moves out of their home, a family home, is 24. And surely the kind of care that children are getting in families, the state should also be providing. Now, I do also have a question, which is a genuine question that I haven't been able to establish the answer to. These amendments and the government's plans actually cover both children in foster care and those in institutional arrangements. But my understanding is that about 40% of 17-year-olds are staying in unregulated or independent accommodation, and it would appear that at the moment they're falling through the cracks and not being covered by either these amendments or what's happening here. So I would like to ask the Noble Lady Minister if that's indeed the case, and what the government, if the government has plans to act on that. But I did think it's worth perhaps setting out the kind of story of what's happening now, which I doubt there would be anyone in this chamber would disagree is unacceptable. Last year, the big issue reported on the case of a young man called Duncan, who was in care with a foster family that he'd been with since age 11. And he came home from college one day and found that all of his bags had been packed up. It was a week after he'd turned 18. The foster carers were happy for him to stay, but social services simply said that's not an option, no, that can't happen, and packed his bags up, and that's what he came home to find. And if we think about how utterly damaging that would be, and what happened to Duncan was he was then put into supported accommodation. 3 a.m. the next morning, someone was knocking on his door looking for somebody else. There was drug dealing happening all around him. He actually had a bottle flung in his face with someone who was trying to throw it to someone else in that supported accommodation. That's what the state, as a corporate parent, is doing to a child at the age 18. Now, there are some places and some people are being able to stay, but surely that should be the absolute standard provision. This, to me, is just that we need the parity in the staying close and staying put schemes, which is what these amendments will achieve.
My Lords, I know